All right, let's pick it back up. Here we go. We have a rhombus. All right, so we know a lot of different things about rhombus. So let's flip to our rhombus packet. It's talking about ST and SQ. Well, here's ST. I'm going to transfer my marks to the diagram. I think I had 3 on here and 3 here. Okay, so it says, let's look at, so SQ is a diagonal. What do we know about diagonals in a rhombus? They do 3 things. Excuse me. The diagonals are bisected. Maybe 4 things. The diagonals are perpendicular, which means these are right angles inside here. The diagonals, I said bisected, so I'll mark these as well. And the diagonals bisect the opposite angles. Okay, so if I'm looking at my diagonals, I know that this is 13, SQ. Well, if this is 13, S to T is 13, that means T to Q is also 13. So what is the entire thing? Well, what's 13 times 2 or 13 plus 13? It's 26. All right. Next, it says PRS, which is right here, and PRS and QRS, which is the entire thing. Well, what do we know about the diagonals? Again, the diagonals bisect each other, they're perpendicular, and they bisect the opposite angles. So I think you have a marking something similar to that. If that's 17, well, then this has to be 17, which makes the entire angle 34 degrees. Number 3 asks for the measure of angle STR. STR is right here. Well, again, this is more about the diagonals. The diagonals in a rhombus are perpendicular, which makes this a 90-degree angle. So you don't really have to do much work there. That's beautiful. Let's keep going. SP is right here. PQ is down here. We have to find X. What do we know about the sides of a rhombus? The sides of a rhombus are all the same. They're all congruent. So SP is congruent to PQ. What do I do when 2 things are congruent? We set them equal and solve. All right. If I solve that out, I think you get X equals 7. Whew. Let's keep going. Let's look at the kite. All right, we're going to go to the kite, and then we'll go to the square. We're going to go a little out of order, and then we'll do the trapezoid problem. So flip to the back page. So flip to your kite page. Okay, there's a couple things here you need for the kite. First of all, it says, given this kite, cool, solve for AD. Well, I don't have anything here for AD, but I know that AD is the same as CD. The 2 disjoint sides, they're congruent. You can also tell by their markings. But look, all I have is a 2x minus 10. Well, I can't set 2x minus 10 equal to 2x minus 10, and I would just get 0 equals 0, and I wouldn't have a value for x. But I have to notice this little 5x that's just in there. Well, check out that 5x, and check out what the diagonals of what you know about the diagonals of a kite. The diagonals of the kite form 4 right angles. So I know that this is 90, this is 90, this is 90, and this is 90. So that means the 5x is equal to 90 degrees, which gives me an x value of 18. So before we can find AD or DC, since they are the same, we have to find the value of x. So AD is going to be 2 times 18 minus 10, which is just 26. That's pretty sick. Let's keep going. Wow, the super shape. Flip to the square now. Okay, flip a couple pages back. Okay, remember the square has just about every single property imaginable. Hey now. All right. We're talking about, first off, the angle AEB, which is right here. Well, let's look at our packet. What do we notice about these middle angles right there? You should notice that your middle angles are right angles because our diagonals are perpendicular. So if AEB is 3x, I set 3x equal to 90 and get x equals 30. That's sweet. BAC. BAC. Well, that's one angle right here. You should, on your square picture, have some markings like this, or maybe it has little tick marks like that. Okay, that's good. All right, so I know that these two angles are the same. These two right here. But I also should notice that this right here is a right angle. That corner angle BAD. Well, if that's a right angle and those two angles are the same, then that makes each of these angles whatever 90 divided by 2 is. Okay, because they're bisected, that means they're split in half, 2 equal parts, so each of these angles has to be 45 degrees. So that means 9x equals 45, which makes x equal to 5. Excuse me. All right. Next one, let's look at AB, which is right here, and CD, which is down there. Find BC, which is right here. Hey, all the sides are the same, so all I do is set 2x plus 4 equal to 3x minus 5. And you get x equals 9. Find BC, but I don't have an equation for BC. That's all right. All 4 sides are the same, so pick one and plug it in. I'll just do the 2 times 9 plus 4 gives me an answer of 22. Is there more? Oh, this is the last one. All right, hold your tears back. This is our last problem for today. It says solve for x and y. Well, this is an isosceles trapezoid. All right, so there's 2 separate parts to this. Okay, an isosceles trapezoid, look at your markings for your angles. I know that my base angles are congruent, and my upper and lower base angles are supplementary. So if my base angles are congruent, then that means angle A has to be congruent to angle B. So y minus 19 equals 70. So that means y is what? Add the 19 over 89. Ooh, not degrees, just 89. Okay, that's great. I'm just gonna set this one up. Okay, I know also my consecutive angles are supplementary, so A and D are supplementary, which means that 3x plus 50 plus 70 equals 180. All right, those two angles together equal 180, and it just says solve for x, so you would solve that for x. I can do, you know what, I'll just do the work just so you can check it. Why don't you pause this for a minute so you can check your work. Pause, pause, pause. Hope you paused. I got 20. And 89. All right, that's it for today's lesson. We'll practice this some more when I come back tomorrow. Have a great day.